everyone, and once again, welcome to our interview series on decoding offer shopping by Offerdecline. I am Deepthi, your host, and I'm glad to introduce our guest for today's interview, Supriya Sharma, who is the Associate Director, Human Resources at Emerson Automation Solutions. As we all know, recruitment is a very challenging and tedious task for any organization. And these days it becomes more tedious. And one of the biggest challenges that organizations face during the hiring process is offer decline. And we know that such offer declines or the attrition cause a significant financial loss and wasted resources for any organization. So that's why we are here today to talk about the solutions that can help recruiters and organizations address this issue. So Offerdecline has developed a platform that allows recruiters to share information about candidates who have previously declined offers. So by doing so, recruiters can run a check on the potential candidate before making an offer and prevent them from taking recruiters for a ride and for the unwanted conversations and a lot of hassles. So this platform can help in saving the valuable timing and resources and improve the efficiency of the hiring and recruitment process of any organization. I'm delighted to have Supriya with us today to discuss an important topic. And throughout this interview, we will be exploring some of the challenges and effective strategies involved in this crucial aspect of hiring. So before we move into this deep conversation and discuss a lot of things, Supriya, I would request you to please introduce yourself a bit more and share your journey with our viewers in the industry.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, Deepthi, for giving me this opportunity. About me, I am SPHRI certified professional with around 18 plus years of experience, purely into human resources business partnering. I have worked in multiple geographies like US, India, Ethiopia, worked in multiple industries, media, entrepreneur setup, oil and gas, ITES, and now with the Emerson. So thanks a lot, Deepthi, for giving this opportunity, and thanks to Offerdecline, because it's a very crucial, or I would say very contemporary thing which is going on in any of the kind of a profile where you come across at the last moment that the person won't be able to join in. And that is where I think all HR and talent acquisition, or be it hiring manager, they feel that pain. And with this platform, I think it would be great to have some kind of database. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much, Deepthi.
Thank you, Supriya, for sharing your journey with us. And I'm happy that you are excited about this platform. And let's move into the conversation. And one of my favorite question, which I asked from all the leaders always, that how do you approach the negotiation with the candidates who have multiple job offers on the table? So when we talk about any specific industry, let's say the IT industry, or recently I had a discussion with someone from the healthcare and other industry, everybody has a few points are similar and few points are different. So as you are also coming from a different background, a different industry, I'm really keen to know how do you handle this?
Right. That's very interesting, Deepthi. And we try to be very upfront. First of all, that's what I would like to say. Be it any of the round, HR round, or round with the hiring manager, or first level screening, we normally ask them that, yes, are they out in the market? Are they the active job seeker? Is there anything that they already have in hand? That is very important. Sometimes the candidates, they do come back and share that, yes, they have an offer. But most of the time, it comes as a surprise. Either they will take the offer and go for negotiation with some other companies, or sometimes they're being very upfront. And we need to know the reasoning behind that. That is very important. Sometimes If it's really only on for the compensation, then we try to or we do not want to take their candidature ahead. But yes, if it is for some personal reason like the hometown and the offer is of some other location, we try to move their resume or their candidature to the next level, because we all know the kind of resource crunch and all those things which are going on, getting the relevant profiles. And plus, focusing on diversity is also very important. So we try to have a very candid conversation with these candidates, with in fact with all the candidates, where we ask very upfront from them whether do they have any offer, and what is the reason. If they have something, what is the reason?
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So yes, having conversation with the candidates while the process before joining is very important. This is one of the key area where recruiters can make sure that candidate should join their organization. So while these, do you also come across such situations where candidate drops out at the last minute and come up with uh, uh, the reason that come up with the reason saying that, hey, I cannot join your organization because of this X reason or Y reason? So does this happens, or when candidate did not even bother to inform that I'm not joining? So how do we handle such situations?
Yeah, Deepti. So it's really very disheartening, I would say. Sometime you have been in conversation, as you mentioned, you have been in conversation with the candidates throughout their notice period, and suddenly they'll stop taking your calls. Suddenly they'll stop responding to your messages, or all those warm-up sessions with the managers that you plan to schedule, and all of some pre-joining formalities that you want them to engage with. And that's where you start getting the feelers that yes, something is not going right. Is it like why they are not responding? And the first thing which comes up is whether that person is on for some other offer, or would be able to join us or not. And those are the signals that you need to track, definitely. And that, of course, is very very bad to hear, because number of resources, be it time, be it investment that you have done in discussing the role, everything has gone for a toss. And that is where I think if someone picks up the call or someone gets engaged and inform us, we do call them back, that they need to see the overall holistic picture rather than just focusing on the compensation. We need to identify the reason if someone is declining the offer, and give them some kind of heads up, that kind of trainings that they have planned, what is about the job role, how that person can grow. All those things would be there. But at the same time, I think it is sometime they simply go out further on the compensation piece. We can just try to keep them warm, remain connected with them. So you can make use of some of the AI tools through which you can share some of the public information, like the values of the organization, vision and mission of the organization, some of the media releases, so that it can give an overall picture to the candidates. And that would actually help them to understand the culture. You can invite them for some of the events, schedule some of the sessions with the hiring manager, maybe half an hour, 1 hour session with them. So I think these are some of the things that you can do to overcome the issue. But yes, believe me, it's really very disheartening sometimes. Even if you do all the thing, you suddenly come to know that the candidate won't be able to join in. And that really hurts, because number of investment has gone for it, be it time, resources, or um, um, and it is not only from the organization side. In fact, candidate has also invested a lot while being into this interview process.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
really disheartening, and it takes out a lot of efforts from the recruiters or the HRs or maybe the hiring managers as well. So yeah, we this is one of the core challenge which normally people face in the recruitment process. Could you share some of the instances, maybe one or two, where you have come across this offer shopping, and how did you overcome the challenge, or how did you solve that challenge, that at particular that for that instance?
So, number of times, in fact, with each recruitment, you have this thing in your mind, whether it would get accepted on, whether they would be joining us or not, or there are some chances. But believe me, for few of the candidates, you can see their enthusiasm to join the organization. All those things are pretty visible, that why do you want to join us, what is the reason that is making you to move. Sometimes they relocate, also move from other location to our location. These are the things, I think, which are very important. And when you say how to overcome from all these things, there is no straight mechanism. Even if you interview them, even if you you are the first one to offer something, it might be the possibility that yes, they will take your offer and go out and do that offer shopping, I would say, in the market. And that is how I came across. I'll share one example with you. So, and this is with one of the candidate, not now, but yes, in my one of the organization, where the person, we offered something. The person, he was very nice, very apt for the role that we were looking for. We offered him, and uh, and I think within week or 10 days he came back to us and mentioned that yes, won't be able to join in and would be declining the offer. So we asked them, and what can we do, to have you and accept our offer? Is it the training part that you are looking for? Is it something more development opportunities, some career path that you are looking for? Or at the end, of course, compensation and all. And Dipti, believe me, that person was so candid and so open in his discussion. He said, Supriya, even you counter offer me something, I will take that and go out in the market, because this is the time when he can get something good in the market, and he do not want to um, you know uh, remain at the last in the race. So I think that is the mindset which is there. He said, please do not counter offer me anything, because I will still go out in the market. And I think um, I appreciate the honesty that he had shown, but at the same time, I said, thanks for the honesty that you have shown, but it is really unethical. So that was the kind of feeling which was there. And if I say, what can we do to overcome from all these things? I believe it is, you need to make use of the technology. You need to keep, these are all the things that we all are doing, being with the candidate throughout the process, hiring process, giving them that experience of the organization's culture. Keep talking to them, keeping them warm, inviting them to some of the generic events in the organization. Remain in touch with them, with their family, understand them. But apart from them, I think it is from the candidates thing also, that they need to understand the efforts that any of the organization is putting in.
Yeah,
So I think it
that's
is, and that will also go off soon.
Thank you for this sharing this interesting example. And yes, the candidate was very candid about it. But we appreciate his honesty. But at the same time, of course, there are some ethical norms which candidates should also follow. Because every time you come across such things, this really seems unethical that every time you are getting some more additional benefits or some add-ons, and you are going to the market again and just doing the offer shopping on the basis of that. But yes, this is really interesting. So, like, what are the strategies have you find to be effective in incentivizing the candidates to accept the job offers?
Yeah, and I think there are a number of things which are already there in the market, um, and when we talk about um, incentivizing them, there are joining bonuses which are there. There are companies are giving that fitness reimbursements, equipment reimbursement, house appliance equipment reimbursements, retention bonus, some car perks. Uh, these are all to lure the candidate to join them. And I think that is where I feel that organizations need to be together. If you have a candidate who already has an offer and who come back to you that, yes, I have an offer, please do not go ahead and give some counter offer, because that is where we are disturbing the market, candidates market. And now, right now it is all candidate driven. So I think that is where organizations, HR and talent acquisition people, they need to understand this thing. um, and with all these perks and bonuses, they will be happy initially for few months, but from the long term perspective, I think it is the kind of opportunities that you would be able to give to the candidate, the job profile, the career advancement, what you need to align them with the vision of the company, more team bonding. I think those are the things which would actually incentivize them rather than more focused on the compensation. And I think that is what we need to break as of now.
So, Supriya, as the conversation is going quite interesting, so I would like to ask another interesting question: that how do you measure the success of your offer negotiation and acceptance process, and what are metrics do you use to evaluate it?
So Deepti, the matrix, it's very simple, because you have number of positions and how many offers are about to get closed, and then how many are the, out of all those closed offer or offers which have been rolled out, how many have been a dropout. So very simple matrix that we follow. It depends upon how many have actually joined us and how many are the dropouts. And when we see the dropouts, there are also the reasoning. Sometimes they do inform us that what are the reason for their offer decline, whether they have got some other opportunity, is it personal, is it on compensation, or anything else, maybe near to the hometown and all those things. But most of the time, believe me, the dropouts happen on the compensation part. And I think that is where uh, companies, organizations need to be together. That if some candidate has an offer and do, offer negotiation, re-offer negotiations, one need to be very sure whether we would be going ahead with those candidates or not, because that would actually be disturbing talent acquisition market. And uh, these are the matrices that we use normally, Deepti.
Great. Thank you for sharing these metrics with us, Supriya. So, do you think such platform like Offerdecline can really help recruiters or organizations that are struggling with this offer shopping issue in making the better hiring decisions or in improve their hiring process efficiency, the efficiency of their hiring process?
Of course, Deepti, I strongly believe in that. You need to have some consolidated database through which you will come to know that yes, what is the trend which any of the candidate has been, uh, out of that we would come to know the trend of that candidate. If the number of offers that person has declined, it would be an indication to you that the next could be your organization, and that is where you need to be very sure. Of course, the decision will be an organization's decision. These are just the indicative uh, uh, measures that you can take, and accordingly you can frame up your decision. If someone has that trend of declining multiple offers and keep on doing this offer shopping, of course you do not want to go for that. But if there are some genuine reason because of which that person has declined the last offer, so it will give an indication to any of the organization while hiring that person. And it is a great platform. I already, when I came to know about Offerdecline, I shared that thought within my organization with few people, and I think that seems very positive, because we all need to be together in this changed market scenario, and we need to understand and work out on some of the measure that can be jointly taken. So I'm really hopeful that yes, all those efforts that Offerdecline platform would be providing us, I think that would be really beneficial for all the organizations.
Thank you so much, Supriya. Thank you for sharing your thoughts about Offerdecline, and the entire conversation has gone very well. And it is very important to have the conversations with your candidate, and having the conversations at the right time and the right place are very important. Even when you are hiring a candidate, or maybe many times we also as in HR, we know that we have such discussions of maybe the compensations or the growth part while the exit interviews. But again, having such once again I would repeat that having the conversations right time and at the right place are very important. If in the beginning itself you clarified and set the expectation from the candidate, exactly promote the policies and the culture of your organization, that can really help and save you from the dropouts of the candidates.
I think that is very
That's it.
important, and I think that is the same thing that any of the candidate, any of the resource need to understand deeply. Yeah.
Yes, because it is equally for the candidate as well, that when if they are joining any organization, they are coming up with a certain expectations. They have their own responsibilities. They have their own ambitions and goals to achieve in life, personally, professionally. So it is important from the both ends to have clear conversations. And of course, for the candidates also, it is important to follow the ethical practice rather than going to the different offers at a time and just bargain with a different organization, because it really takes a lot of time and effort for the recruiters and for the hiring managers as well. And of course,
Right.
it also show a kind of gray side of the candidate, and for their future opportunities as well, they might be getting it right. So thank you so much, Supriya,
Right.
once
Right.
again for joining us. It's been a pleasure discussing this important aspect of hiring. I hope that our viewers have gained valuable insights into the challenges and strategies involved in the offer negotiation and acceptance process. And based on the conversation, it is clear that this platform developed by Offerdecline can significantly improve the recruitment process by providing the valuable information about candidates who have declined offers in the past. This information can help recruiters and organizations make informed uh, uh, information can help recruiters make informed decisions and avoid wasting time and resources. So if you're a recruiter or a part of an organization that is struggling with offer decline, we encourage you to explore the solutions offered by Offer Decline. With their platform, you can improve the efficiency of your recruitment process, save your precious time and resources, and ultimately make the better hiring decisions. Thank you once again, Supriya, for sharing your expertise, and thanks to our viewers for tuning in. We look forward to bringing you to more insightful conversation in future. I really enjoyed this conversation with you, Supriya, and I'm sure the recruiters or the organizations facing this challenge will definitely learn from this conversation. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Deepthi, and I reciprocate the same. A number of insights that I have also received, I have also gained after conversing with you. And I wish Offer Decline to be more successful, and we could all take benefit out of this. So thank you, and thanks for inviting us.